and welcome back to the vlog. We are going to do a shadow vlog today. I've lost my cushion. So, once again, as always, we have a mate. I was getting ready to go in to do a bit of work on shadows before we get into the restaurant, and the satellite dude has just showed up and then ran off again. He's gone to go and get a new drill. Bit irritated because he should have been here weeks ago, but I mean, this is Africa, the sun's shining, beautiful weather, everyone is really chill and really relaxed, so sometimes you kind of schedules go out the window. So I'm going to wait here for him to get back. We'll get the satellites done, and then hopefully we will get some work done on shadow today. Let's try that again. So the problem that we're having is in the engine, and I will show you exactly what's going on, and that is going to be the main kind of issue that we're going to try and fix in the video. But before we get onto that, so we kind of had moved on from the starter motor issues, and we were thinking that everything's going to be okay once we put the new once we'd brought the reduction gear. And when we were turning it over, we were getting a lot better spark, and the engine did sound a lot easier to turn over because our old one was worn. We did, however, have a few little like extra special kind of flavours where it wasn't turning over 100%, and we just genuinely thought that maybe because the engine has been sat for a long time, it's all great. There's a lot of explaining to do about some of the things that we're going to do on the bike, but we're not going to do that in this video, and we will do that once we get to like the fabrication side, all the explanation, because it will make a lot more sense then. You're kind of a bit more clued up on what we're going to do. Dad and I both like a bobber. We like bikes that are completely clean. We like not being able to see the electronic part of it, everything being completely hidden. So we are going for a bobber style, and that being said, now I like being able to see right the way through the bike, where you can see that spring. To me, that is really nice. Obviously, all of this extra wiring is going to have to go. It's going to be completely clean. There are usually two panels that go on this side of the bike and also on the other. We don't have either of them. And there's a plastic box that goes inside where the battery will sit, and also where things like the regulator charge rectifier will sit on the outside here, because obviously it needs constant air supply. Fuse boxes, extra parts and stuff. I think even the rear coil pack does go in here. It's got a bracket for it. So by removing those inner plastics, obviously we no longer have a place for those to sit. We'll get more into that once we do fabrication. That is not the issue in today's episode. In today's episode, we have a really big running problem. The cover open and turned over the engine, and what he noticed is with all the gears in, it would move up to here, like these gears would all move, but at some points this would not be moving. So sometimes it would engage and sometimes it wouldn't. So on closer inspection, it is kind of loose. I can wobble it back and forth. It is a bit loose. So what we're going to do is open up the assembly here, take the rotor off, check the sprags and rollers inside, and also make sure that everything is sat down properly. Maybe something's worn. This is on someone's gorilla strength bit, which is probably why it's all like the metal's a bit warped. So I'm gonna probably go and call Dad. Usually I like to do things on my own, and I kind of just run and do things without asking him, but I don't want to break it and then I'll never hear the end of it. If he breaks it, it's a bit different to if I break it. So I'm gonna go and call him, let him do it, and once he's taken it off, I will reconvene with you and we'll see what exactly is going on behind. Okay, situation update. Dad has managed to get the bolt out of the middle of that. It's up there. He told me not to touch anything so I don't lose it. He actually just used the agate and he said it came straight out. He doesn't know what I was doing because I couldn't get it out, but I think I loosened it for him. So yeah, that is that. I am now though, however, dressed and ready to head into work. So we're gonna leave this in the more than capable hands of Dad, and I'm gonna go and head to work. Oh no! I rubbed myself in the toolbox. There goes my new pair of jeans. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, have fun. Let's go. Got my phone. Got your phone. Okay, bye Dad. I also forgot the keys. Okay, I'm going, Dad. I'm actually going. Yeah, no, I'm changing my shoes. Don't worry. Inside of the engine, you'll find the mechanical parts of the bike that are responsible for getting the engine to start and to turn over. So the starter motor peaks in about here, and then we have the other side to where these will fit in, which is the reduction gear that we brought, the new one, because our one was worn. The starter motor, which should be here, will turn this over like that. When that spins, it engages with this. Whee. This is then connected to, or sits behind, the stator, which is highly magnetic, and so it's connected itself to all of the bolts. This now sits in front of here, and between the two of them, inside here, is what's called a... Oh, I've left it inside. I'll put a picture of it. What's called a sprag or roller clutch. The sprag roller clutch will sit in here, and it also engages onto that. So when the stator sits into the engine, it's held in place with a really big bolt, and that holds it all together and compresses it all, so that both the stator and that gear both move together. So what ends up happening is, with the help of the roller in the back of here, and when they will get squeezed together, that wheel will be able to move in only one direction. So it will move in one direction and lock in the other. And that's how it's supposed to be. And the reason that it needs to lock is that it's locked onto the crankshaft, which sits all the way through the engine. So when the starter motor turns all of the rest of the gears over, the locking side of it is the side that turns it with the crankshaft, which then obviously moves the pistons up and down, and the whole spark and everything in the engine moves. Okay, so this is our sprag clutch disassembled. You have these two metal plates that are separated in between by like a springy kind of thingy. And then the sprags, which are these parts here, they line up inside. And then this spring that doesn't want to focus, but is definitely a spring, sits all the way around the middle. So it sits on this gap in between all the rollers, and it goes around the whole thing. And that's what holds it in, and that's what forces them forward, so that they kind of stick out a little bit there. So all of our sprags, having gone through them, are very worn. I think on this side they are supposed to have that kind of bevel shape. That's the shape that goes outwards. I think these are supposed to all be completely rounded off at the top. The only issues with mine is quite a few of them have got a bit of flatness to them. Like, they're not perfectly round. That is completely flat on one side. Can you see it? So I kind of don't see the point in buying a second-hand or a used sprag clutch, because obviously every time you turn the engine around, these are getting worn, and it'd just be an only amount of time again till they die. So I think what we should do is buy a brand new one. So I googled a brand new one, had a look on eBay, and we're talking about 130 odd pounds. The worst part is all I physically need are these bits, and I haven't been able to find specifically these. All I found is the whole set altogether. So okay, so what I'm thinking is, between manufacturers, but also between different models of bike engines, manufacturers will generally tend to use sometimes the same parts. Have a look in our own garage and see if any of the engines that we have a similar sprag clutch. So I had a quick look online as well, and apparently the CBR engine has the exact same sprag clutch. We have a CBR engine, but it's an F2, it's an older one. I'm gonna go and have a look. It's worth a shot. We also have a VFR engine that was like partied out, so that should already be open. There's two. We'll see what else we find when we get in there, and it'll totally work, and I don't have to then wait and pass the shop. So we're gonna go next door, and we're gonna do that now. I've been saying that we're gonna clean out the garage for like years, and still haven't got around to it. So bear with me, because it is a big hoarder's mess in there. This CBR engine here. Okay, so pretty typically, obviously the forum lied. I didn't even bother opening the Honda engine, because literally the side, the case, like this version of it, the side case where the stator and everything is behind, is so small that I was like, there's no way, like, there is no way that this big of a stator is going to be behind it. Like, literally, this thing is huge. Like, this is the original Shadow one, and the case was literally like some little sitting down. So forget that. Also, we have a VFR engine. Nope. It doesn't have the same like Sprag clutch. Instead, it's got like its own little system thing going on. And then also, I found another Honda engine in there. We really need to clean that garage. And my dad had at one point in his life a Honda Hornet. This is the rotor from it. It looks stupid now. Now that I bring it out and haven't actually looked at them together, it looks really stupid. This is the rotor of the Shadow. This is the rotor of the Hornet. But on the back of it, it has the same... It's a bit rusty because it's been sat out, but I can clean that off. It's got the same Sprag clutch setup. I just want to know if it'll fit the centre of here. What I do think I could do is take out just the Sprags. And that 130 quid, man, I could use it for something else. Who's dying now? My tablet's dying. Shut up, die quietly. Anyway, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm pretty sure this one has 22. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It was worth a shot. It's only the rollers that I need and the little springy thing that goes over it. I don't need the physical holder, and like the whole kit together is 130 odd pound. Which I mean, okay, but then when you end up factoring in the shipping home and then the shipping here and the weight and the what it might have to be. It's so disappointing. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get ready now because we have workers about to show up, but they should have already showed up. TIA. So yeah, bear with me. Good news, I managed to get the part. I managed to get it ordered. That was about 2-3 weeks ago now, and it's just arrived. We got it fast tracked. Someone is coming over from the UK, so they're going to bring it with them. So we're going to have the part by the end of today. The flight arrives at around 8 o'clock, I think it is. I don't know, can't remember. So I will have the part by tomorrow morning. Hopefully, if it doesn't get taken off them in customs. They are only bringing hand luggage, it's not in the hold. So we're just going to have to wait and see, and hopefully we'll get the part in by the end of today. So hopefully we'll get the part fitted on the bike in the next couple of days, and yeah, it will fit. So yeah, I'm now going to go and film my intro because I was editing last night, fell asleep, and I deleted it. So yeah, bear with me. Okay, so here we are at the shipping collecting place. It's literally just there. It is 3:55. We just arrived at the shipping place. We've been travelling this whole time. The shipping place is kind of behind, so it's a bit off-road. The road isn't too great down here, so it's been a bit wobbly. But we're here to collect the first part, which is the stuff that came in the sea shipping. And then we'll carry on after this to go to the place that has the flight shipping. So yeah, more travelling to do, but it's how we collect things here. And we're gonna go finish collecting all of the shipping, then we'll turn back around, head back to the airport area, and yeah, head back to the airport. Right now they still haven't landed. They're due to land for another 3 hours. UK time is a 6-hour flight, so more than likely they are halfway there. So they're probably flying over the Sahara right now, probably. So that's where the bike part is right now. There's no problems with it in on the UK side, so it is definitely on that plane. So we can get Shadow working maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes from there. Exciting stuff. We just gotta wait now. There's a guy watching the vlog. It's kind of interesting. It's just sat in the shop. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit self-conscious when going out.
Vlogging in a public space where people look at you because A, you're foreign, and B, you're talking to yourself on your camera. So embarrassed. Okay, so we got the part out shipping, the rotor, and we're going to check if it works. It doesn't look like it's the right one, so we're just going to go ahead and check. It looks a bit thin. I'm literally supposed to be somewhere else right now, but never mind. Okay. Ah, it's the wrong one. It's way too small. It's kind of probably the same size as the Honda one now that I think about it. Come on! Are you kidding me? It's way too small. It won't fit over the bike. Oh. It was the last one as well. It's the only one that they had. Let me see if I can take the rollers out. Maybe I can just swap the rollers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's one less roller, there's 21 instead of 22. It's not the right one. However, in our case, it's a really stupid and dangerous thing to do. But sometimes when bikes have been sat for a long time, with any engine, if it's in a car or a bike, the way to get it to start is just to tow it. Just pull it in gear and it will then kickstart and the bike will hopefully, after being sat for a really long time, come back to life. But we're going to need obviously a way to stop the bike if we can get it to start. Now we have zero front brake. The front brake is responsible for about 70 to 75% of the braking. We have zero front brake. The Shadow comes with a drum brake and it seems to be okay. So we do have a way to stop the bike, which is obviously really important once we've got it to start. The second issue is clutch. We have clutch assembled, we just don't know if it works. If you guys remember when we got the bike, the clutch side of the engine was completely open, and when we went through the clutch basket, the discs were in the wrong order. There was some extra discs added as well, so I'm not really sure what was going on there, but we managed to, with everything that we had put together, what seems like an okay clutch. We just haven't been able to test it. One of another jobs of many that needs doing is the clutch lever isn't even like, it's not assemblable because the holder for the clutch lever is broken. So we need to figure out a clutch if we're going to want to pull the bike. Those two jobs are the main kind of... I will look at the front brake as well, just whilst we're here. It would be nice to have front brakes, but we're kind of okay with that. But the clutch is the main issue. So another thing that came inside the shipping is the handle for the clutch. So I have attached that now really quickly. The cable is a bit... We're going to need a new cable. It's a bit slack. I think it's a bit stretched and a bit worn out. But we seem to have clutch engaging, which means I guess I did the clutch right last year. I might adjust it a bit more because I'm not sure if it's fully engaging at that point, although that is at the edge of where it starts to engage, so I might tighten it just a bit more, but that seems okay. Good job me. So I guess with that is going to be the end of this video. We're definitely going to have to just jump start the bike by pulling it, in which case then we will then not have to worry about the strike roller, because I'm not sure how long it's going to take for us to find another one, get it shipped over and everything. It might take a bit of time. So in the meantime, before the next video, if we don't get one in time, we'll probably just pull the bike anyway. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little shadow update. If you want to see some other stuff that I'm doing, then head over to the playlist at the end of this video. There's some building work going on. I might put some art videos up as well, just like we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you always for all the love and support, and if you did, I will see you maybe in the next one. Bye for now. I don't think he's coming back. Literally, it's already been like almost an hour. Just have to start looking through personal effects, start calling his next of kin, let him know that if he's not there already, he wasn't here last. Oh, style it out, got style out, he just walked in, got style out. Oh yeah, pretend it's WhatsApp. Yeah, but I hope you get this video when the internet comes back on, and I will talk to you later. Okay, love you, bye babe.